What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 9 of my 2021 Halloween special. Today we're going to be talking about the Blair Witch Project, directed by Eduardo Sanchez and Daniel Myrick, released in 1999. So the Blair Witch Project tells the story of 3 film students who become stranded after traveling into the forests of Maryland to film a documentary on the local Blair Witch legend, leaving only their footage behind. Guys, I don't need to tell you that this movie was a huge sensation in 1999. Everyone was talking about it. The marketing campaign was crazy. So I'm not going to get into all of that. What I will briefly mention is that now this film is actually very, very divisive. A lot of people love it, but a lot of people hate it. So it's a very polarizing film in that way. So where do I stand? Am I on the love or hate side with this movie? I love this movie. I didn't even give any suspense there. I just absolutely love this movie. I think that this is a truly spectacular film. It feels so real, and a lot of that has to go to the performances. These actors did not have dialogue. They didn't. There wasn't even really hardly a script. Most of this movie is improv, which is even more impressive that these actors improvised like 99% of this movie. They made these characters so believable, the dialogue was so authentic and realistic, I believed every word that these characters were saying. I fully believed that that is how people would talk in these situations. The dialogue and banter that they were able to come up with just felt so authentic. I also really like the way this movie builds up the legend of the Blair Witch, because these kids, they don't know if they believe it or not, but they're doing it for film school, so they just want to do a documentary on this local legend. Who cares if it's real or not? And it's that mindset right there, that viewpoint, that causes them to not be as weary as maybe many of us would be in this situation. But the buildup of that legend is really well done, and they talk to different people in the town before they actually go into the woods. They talk to different people in their town, and, you know, they hear a lot of different takes on the legend, a lot of different stories and myths. It's really creepy stuff, and it just makes you start dreading what these characters will eventually encounter. Now, the actors' experience on this film is very known. I already mentioned that much of the film is improvised by them, but also, the scenes in this movie where they're actually in the woods camping out in their tent, terrified, scared crapless, apparently it was very much like that in real life too. The actors were actually camping overnight, and the cast and crew would come up to the tent and ruffle leaves and make sounds and just terrify them all night long. Which was a very good way to do it, because in many ways, the actors were in this exact situation. The film has this constant eeriness and building tension to it that never falters. Everything from the setting to the legend of the Blair Witch itself, and the characters and their banter and how they all slowly start to lose their sanity, being stranded out in the woods, all of it is just so surprisingly well executed for what limited budget they had. This is one of those few horror movies that genuinely frightens me, and a lot of that is because of the subtlety and the ambiguity of it all. The film never confirms if the Blair Witch is real or not. It never confirms it. There is a scene where they were supposed to pan over and show it, but they forgot to, so you never actually see the Blair Witch in the movie, so you don't know if this is supernatural or if it's just real people just trying to kill these film students. You never know, and you never find out. And that makes it much, much creepier to me. It also has a terrifying finale, a now iconic finale, which I was very sad to hear when I was doing research for this movie. Very sad to hear that that building at the end, that shows up in the end, was torn down a few years ago. Why, man? This film was such a pop culture sensation. How are you just gonna go and tear that set down like that? Man, you did these filmmakers dirty. All jokes aside, the finale is truly terrifying, and I love the way it wraps up. It is just the right amount of creepy and ambiguous that I want from a film like this. I have no hesitation in saying that the Blair Witch Project is my favorite found footage film, right next to Cloverfield. And I'm gonna give the Blair Witch Project an A+. So guys, the Blair Witch Project, a very divisive movie. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and just be sure to be nice, be kind, we're all friends here. Look forward to episode 10 of my 2021 Halloween special, in which I will be discussing a film that is hailed as an all-time classic and everyone loves it, but the first time I watched it, I actually really did not like it, but I have now come to love it. Look forward to that discussion in episode 10 of my 2021 Halloween special. Thanks so much for watching, guys. It really does mean a lot. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, keep writing, keep shooting, and keep editing.